Inside Doug Wire from Sheffield. Next to him, Peter Collins, the boy the English crowd really would love to see. In grid 3, it's Zenenplek from Poland. On the outside, Jerry Stancil from Czechoslovakia. And they're away this time, and it's the inside grids that have shown. And it's Wire, and Collins hasn't made much of a start. He's going to get squeezed up in the corner. It's getting terribly tight in there. But around the outside, it's Stancil who leads from Czechoslovakia. In second place, Wire. Collins is third, and Collins is coming round the boards here, trying to find some drive. It hasn't done him much good. He's now in second and third place. This is a tremendous speedway race. Here comes Peter Collins. Collins going after Stancil, going round him beautifully. Collins leads. Terrible start, and he's come through from the back. Starting is his one weakness for Peter Collins. The boy the English crowd are hoping and praying will win this title for England. Now Wire in third place has gone back into last position, and it's Plek. Now the polls like this. Plek having a double for second place. There we have Zenenplek trying the outside boards. Of course, he rides for Hackney in the British League as well, so the British fans know him very well as well. Collins is a long way in front. He really does look in super form. This is a good sign for the English fans. Collins is going to win Heat 2 by a mile. Didn't make any kind of a start. Almost got chopped at the first corner, but he's going to win it in beautiful style. Collins wins Heat number 3. Second was Stancil. Third was Plek. Well, he made hard work of it, Peter Collins, but what an impressive winner of Heat 3. Round the boards, here's the
way Peter Collins in third place here picks his way through Heat 3. Remember, it's Stancil the Czechoslovakian in front, Doug Wire in second place, and this is Peter Collins coming roaring around the boards, just goes out of frame there, seems to have lost a bit of drive and grip, and in fact, it's Plek that's come through. It appears on the inside, but now here comes Collins around the outside down the home straight. There's Wire in second place. Stancil's running a good line up front. He leads out. Collins goes right out with the grip is, and they just watch him go. He's in second place. He keeps everything screwed on. He's going sailing past Jerry Stancil, the Czechoslovakian, and Collins well on his way to his first win.
There he is, Peter Collins wins Heat 3 and looks good. And Heat number 4 has a great deal of English interest. Riding on the inside there with that spoiler disc, the white spoiler disc on the rear wheel, the reigning British champion Malcolm Simmons from Pool Pirates, deep down in Wurzel country in Dorset. Mark Simmons, the reigning British champion and internationale champion, one of the real English hotshots for this title this year. Next to him, we're going to have Vladimir Gordeev from the Soviet Union. You can see there that the Eastern European style of helmet cover for the rider in blue has this sort of hot cross bun motif on the top. That's the rider in blue. You can see it very clearly there. That's Vladimir Gordeev from the Soviet Union. Seen him many times on British touring parties. Then we've got Chris Morton in grid 3, and on the outside, Phil Crump from Australia. So 3 Englishmen and 2 Englishmen, an Australian and a Russian, and away they go, and it's Simmons who makes the start. He's got chopped up. Crump and Gordeev have got into the lead in Heat number 4. Crump leads it. Simmons seemed to have had the run, but he really got sliced up at the first corner. Phil Crump leads for Australia. In second place it's Gordeev. In third place it is Simmons, and Simmons now going hard under Gordeev into the first corner of lap number 2. He drifts the Russian out wide. Chris Morton's going to try and get through that gap, and now Simmons is going after Crump. Tremendous action on the pit corner. Crump still leads. Now Simmons has got a lot to do because Crumpy can go some. Lap 3, Simmons trying the outside run. Now he'll try and lock back on the inside. Crump it is who leads, and now here comes Mark and Simmons for the English Lions. A terrific battle here, Heat number 4. What a good speedway race. Crump seems to have just eased a little bit in front now, though. Last lap. Crump leads. Simmons is second. In third place it's Morton. But Phil Crump now under a lot of pressure. This is the last 2 corners for Mark and Simmons to strike. Let's see if he can do it. He's not going to. Phil Crump seems to know exactly where he is. He's going to win it. Crumpy wins. Second Simmons. Third Morton. So Heat 5 with an awful lot worth watching. Coming into line then for Heat number 5 with 3 riders who won their first races with their eyes very firmly fixed on this title. On the inside, Phil Crump. Next to him, Egon Muller from West Germany. Dark Horse, apple cart merchant. Grid 3, Ivan Major. The old fox on the outside, Zenenplek from Poland, who can never be discounted. Major stood back a foot again. Heat number 5, and away they go this time, and it looks like Major has got across. Yes, he has. Major leads from Crump. Muller is last. Really got scissored up there. Ivan Major really is looking as sharp as a spoke from the starts here. Superb gate then from this man. Now it's coming, Major stopped. Major's in trouble. Major's machine has stopped. And this is a tremendous upset. It's rotten luck for Ivan, the poor lad. Well, he was a mile away there. His title chance must now surely have gone. Phil Crump has stepped in and taken advantage. You don't see Crumpy accepting, or rather refusing, any gifts. Now, indeed, it's Fleck going after Crump, but Ivan Major there, limping around, half a lap behind. He's got his bike going in. What a disaster for him. Here's the first three. Crump leads, second place Fleck, and Flecky's having a go. Senan Fleck's getting up after Phil Crump, in third place it's Muller. And Phil Crump, although he's winning, he's not really stretching a lead. He's not really establishing any real authority on his wins. He's on his last two corners now, looking good. Crump's going to win it. That's 6 points for him and Australia. Crump wins, second place Fleck, third place Muller. So there we have Peter Collins from Bellevue, Manchester. He won his first race. This is his second race. He's got perhaps his toughest opposition of all, his England colleagues. He's on the inside, Pete Collins. There he is coming into frame. Next to him, Malcolm Simmons, then John Louis, and on the outside, the lone pole, Jersey Rembasso. Heat 7, when the English lads forget their teammates. They forget they've won the World Cup 3 times. They're every man for himself, and this time it is Simmons who leads. Collins did not make the best of starts. Malcolm Simmons leads, second place Collins, third place Louis. The pole's been left, and now Louis has gone round the outside of Collins. Well, what a turn up, and Collins is coming squeezing back inside John Louis as they go into this bottom corner, first corner here. Collins is through in the second place. Malcolm Simmons still leads, and now Peter Collins is going after the British champion. Pete Collins, once again, his gating let him down. Can he now catch Simmons? There's the gap, he's closing it all the time. Peter is such a thrilling rider, so spectacular from the back, but can he really find enough to get past the guile, the style, the composure, the sophisticated riding of Malcolm Simmons? Let's watch it here, round the bottom corner. There's Collins trying his outside run, trying to find some drive, switches back inside quite beautifully. Oh, that was poetry. That was poetry on wheels. Tremendous. Collins leads it. Collins, this is his second ride, remember, he won his first one round the outside. That time he switched from outside to inside, and that really was quite a beautiful speedway. Collins wins it. Second place Simmons, third place Louis, and Peter Collins has brought Katowice to its knees. Well, that really was some speedway race.
Some real track magic here from Peter Collins. He's on the outside, Simmons on the inside, doesn't make a mistake. That's Simmons. Watch Collins around the boards. He seems to have drifted a long way out, but he changes his line quite devastatingly here. Gets the run up on the inside of Simmons. Simmons is expecting him around the outside. He hasn't really made a mistake, but when Peter Collins is in a mood like this, there's nothing in the world to stop him. But when Peter Collins is in a mood like this, there's nothing in the world to stop him.
Heat number 9, and Peter Collins now unbeaten and looking very good in this 76 World Championship. He's on the outside there in the yellow helmet. Inside he has Edward Jankos, Chris Morton, Egon Muller. Heat number 9, and Collins has gone around all 4 of them on the first corner. In second place it is Muller, but Collins has ridden a superb first corner. His first and second corner, he never really got away that quickly, but he just kept it all screwed on, and now is in front in Heat 9. Second is Muller, in third place is Chris Morton. Jankos, the pole, is way at the back. So just look at that tremendous crowd shot here at Slasky Stadium as Peter Collins now begins to establish some real stamp of authority, a golden hallmark on this 76 World Championship chase. We haven't had a world champion from England since 1962. That was the late Peter Craven, and if you're looking for coincidences, of course, Peter Craven, same initials, Peter Collins, PC, same club, Bellevue, Manchester, same area from England in the Cheshire area, and Collins there a long, long way in front of Egon Muller in second place, and in third place it is Morton, but Collins wins Heat 9, looking really tremendous. Collins wins it, second place Muller, third Morton. Heat number 10 with Jury Stansel on 4 points, still in with a shade. Ivan Major in grid 2, 3 points, unlucky last time with an engine failure, but still could creep into the frame. Grid 3, Malcolm Simmons from England on 4 points, by no means out of contention. And on the outside, Scott Autry from America also on 4, so he's still in with a shade. Heat number 10, and all 4 looking for points, and Autry is the man who nudges the tapes, and away this time, and it's Simmons who has got out first. Simmons leads. In second place, it's Major. In third place, it's Autry going around the outside of his Exeter Falcons teammate, doesn't make it, and Simmons leads by a long way. He's really built up a lead of 10-15 lengths already on Ivan Major, and one wonders if the psychological blow of his engine letting him down so desperately unluckily last time out has affected Ivan Major, because he doesn't look anywhere near the man he was before that engine trouble. Just pulling his goggles down there, but I think he's got an awful lot to do to catch Mark Simmons. Going right out of pitch, and Malcolm's looking the wrong way for him, but he's a long, long way in front. Simmons leads. Second place, Major. Third place, Scott Autry. Stansel, the Czechoslovakian, very game, plucky character. He's at the back. I think it's getting a bit hot company in there for Jury. There you can see the distances between first, second, third and last in Heat 10. Well, this is good for Malcolm Simmons, second world final, made his debut last year at Wembley, scored 10 points, reigning British champion, member of this year's World Pairs Championship winners with John Louis. He's going to win Heat number 10 over the line, 3 more points to Malk, second Major, third Autry. So after 3 rides each, this is the situation at the top. Glad sight for all English fans. Peter Collins leads on 9 points. Phil Crump in second place on 8. Malcolm Simmons from England on 7 points. Then we have 3 riders on 6. Egon Müller from Germany. Zenon Plek from Poland on 6. Doug Wire creeping into the picture from Sheffield Tiger. He has 6 points as well. Then we have Scott Autry and Ivan Major, teammates at Exeter, on 5 apiece. So the 1 and 2 after 3 starts in Heat 14 meet is Crump in grid 2, Collins on the outside. They're the ones to watch it. Watch for Autry on the inside as well. Away this time, and Crump has got a bit of a wheelie, and Collins has come across from the outside. Collins leads. Autry is in second place. Crump's right at the back, going past Gordeev though. There goes Crump into third place, but Peter Collins really made a level start there, and that for him is something a bit special, because he's normally left about 10 yards. But Peter Collins in his 4th start is looking absolutely majestic. Just watch him go around this tremendous Katowice Bowl. You keep it all screwed on. It's not a lot unlike Peter's own home track, Bellevue, Manchester. Same sort of size and shape. Keep it screwed on everywhere. Crump's back in third place, and this could affect the placings. Second and third, we're assuming that Collins is going to run into no more trouble. But Phil Crump had only dropped 1 point until this race. Now he is behind Collins. He is also behind Scott Autry, who's in second place from America in his first world final. Scotty, a real little thoroughbred competitor, never gives in, gives nothing away, super little rider, rides for the Exeter Falcons. In fact, fell in love with Speedway after watching a world final, and now here he is riding in one. But Collins is the man who's going to win Heat number 14. He takes it. Autry is second. Crump, that really was a bad one for Phil Crump. Could well have affected his chances of a place in the frame. But there's PC, Pete Collins from Lymm, Cheshire, one of 3 Speedway brothers. Peter Collins there actually got away from the start in a level line and came storming across from the outside grid. He now has 12 points. He is unbeaten after 4 starts. And are we looking at the next world champion? We really hope so. It really looks that way. And there's Jack Finley, the Bellevue boss, just giving a welcome back to the pits. Pete Collins, 12 points, and looking very, very good indeed. Heat number 16. 3 poles. Plek, Jankart, Cieslak, 1, 2, 3, and then Malcolm Simmons, a lone Englishman on the outside of Heat 16. And Malcolm has got the start and has gone chopping across onto the line. Simmons leads. In second place, Plek. In third place, it was Jankart, and at the back, it is Cieslak, but it's Malcolm Simmons. The Katowice whistle starts as their idols are being pulverized. Simmons a long way in front. The 3 poles can just see his back wheel, and that's about all. And just hark at the dreaded Katowice whistle. it's good news for the British contingent. There's a lot of them here. The Union Jacks are showing just down to the right. Simmons has got time for a nonchalant look on the inside. They're a long way back, Malcolm, and these are very welcome points for him, because now a win here in heat 16 will take Mark up onto 10 points, which will take him overall into second place behind another Englishman, Peter Collins, unbeaten. So the old English Lion roaring in great form here in Katowice. And let's just watch Simmons round his last couple of bends around the pit corner, nice controlled style. And let's just see if he just raises his front wheel as he goes over the lines. He loves doing this. No, quite content just to win it. Simmons wins, second place. Jan Carters, and just listen to what Katowice Stadium thinks about that. After 4 rides each, the situation, what a glad sight for all English eyes. The leader, Peter Collins, on 12 points, unbeaten. Malcolm Simmons in second place, 10. Then we have Phil Crump on 9, Ivan Major, Egon Muller and Zenon Plek on 8 apiece. That's the situation at the top after 4 races. Looking across the line, heat 17, Egon Muller on the inside, then Michnik, the reserve in grid 2. Simmons in grid 3, desperate for a win. Doug Wire from England on the outside, he has 7 points, but it's Simmons we've got to watch. And now Michnik, the reserve, he came in, he couldn't really have been expecting it at this stage of the meeting. Heat 17, can Simmons win it? He's missed the start, and it's on the inside, Muller. Muller has made the jump. Michinik's in second place. Simmons going round the outside of Michinik, but Muller made a supersonic start, and now the battle's on. Simmons has got to catch this man Muller, and Muller has got absolutely jet-propelled equipment. The West German leads. Simmons, sleeping a bit at the tapes, has got a lot to make up. There's the distance. Can he do it? As Egon Muller, of course, on 8 points, so 3 points he will take him up to 11 points, which just might squeeze him into the frame. Really has been a surprise packet in World Speedway this year, Egon Muller. Very inexperienced, and he's gone! He's over! And my word, what happened there? Egon Muller down and out just when he looked to be in command, and I don't think referee Tor Kittleson is going to stop it. Egon's way out on the fence as they come round. Now this is the last lap surely, and Simmons is going through on the inside. Referee Tor Kittleson really playing the fair game for Simmons. Muller's a long way out on the fence. He surely isn't in any danger. The whistle's starting, but that really is sensible refereeing. Simmons wins it. Second place Michnik. Third is Wire. Muller is out there. He looks like he hurt himself. But drama just when it looked like Egon Muller was going to cause all kinds of problems for Malcolm Simmons. He caused problems for just one person, himself.
What did happen to Egon Muller? There he is in front. You can see he picks up some extra drive. The front wheel leaves the ground. He tries to control it. Very lightweight equipment, this boy. And after that, completely out of control. Hands, knees, an enormous, great painful bumps to Daisy for Egon Muller. But eventually, just a bruised wrist to show for it. An enormous, great painful bumps to Daisy for Egon Muller. But eventually, just a bruised wrist to show for it.
So we come into heat 20, and this one really could be the end of the rainbow for all the English fans. And that rider there, number 11 in grid 3 in the white helmet colour, Peter Collins, just coming in here. He has 12 points. A second place here will be good enough to bring the title back to England for the first time in 14 years. His opposition on the inside, Ivan Major, the danger man in red, grid 1. Next to him, Vladimir Gordeyev from the Soviet Union. On the outside, Marek Cieślik. Next to watch Collins, and he's away. Collins and Major are away together. Major leads it. Collins is in second place. This will do it, but I don't think Peter will be happy to sit back there in second place for long. A second place will be sufficient for Peter Collins to bring the world crown back to England. Major leads it, and Collins is going to play safe. The Eastern Europeans are a long, long way back. There's no danger to Peter, providing he doesn't do anything very daft. Major leads. Collins' second place is sufficient. He's looking over his shoulder. You've got all the time in the world, PC. That old world crown is just 2 laps away. And this, for so many involved with English Speedway, is really the fulfilment of a dream. We've been to Sweden, we've been to Australia, we've been to America following the fortunes of the English Speedway boys. We have seen the England team win the World Cup 3 times on ITV. We have never seen an England world champion, and although it's Ivan Major in front, there he is there. Collins is sitting back, high, wide and handsome in second place. He's just got about 50 metres to go as they go over the line. Major wins that one, but Collins has won the title. The title comes back to England, and the English contingent absolutely jumping mad. Well, there we have the old maestro, Ivan Major, 4 times world champion, says well done to his former teammate and the new champion of the world, Peter Collins from England and Bellevue, Manchester. And for thousands of British fans, their journey is now very, very much worthwhile. We've got an English world champion, and there he goes, the celebration with the English party in the pits. Peter Collins has brought the title back to England. Remember, the last world champion from England had initials PC, Peter Craven, in 1962. They both rode for the same club, Bellevue, Manchester, and they both live in the Cheshire area. And there's the jubilant Northern party. Jack Findlay there, right of the picture. Chris Morton there on the right. Doug Wire from Sheffield. These Northerners who have been such a tremendous influence on English Speedway. Peter Collins looking very composed. There's the world's press getting it all on record. The English crowd a bit stunned by it all. We know they've come a long way, and they really are enjoying it. They look a bit morbid there. And there we have the celebration scenes on the rostrum. What a great day for English Speedway, because remember, it's just not 1 and 2 for Collins and Simmons. They both were riding British machinery, the West Lakes as well. So a tremendous day for English Speedway, for Peter Collins, the first world title winner on the short track shell since 1962. A fabulous 1-2 for England with Malcolm Simmons in second place. And there we have the sight that so many millions of fans in Britain and the world have waited to see. Peter Collins there just having a word with Tora Kittleson, the referee, good referee here today. The winner's medal, it's gold for England. Gold for England, the title comes back. And for all of us connected with English Speedway, it's glorious and victorious. Peter Collins, 1976 world champion. You must be the calmest Englishman in the place. How does it feel to be the official #1 of the world?
I just can't believe it. It's not struck me at all yet. I'll probably crack up when it does.
But I mean, those first couple of 3 races, you had to really battle. You weren't starting. Did you really think you were going to win it after 1 race or 2 races? Or when did you really think that crown was within your grasp?
Well, I thought my first 2 races were the hardest, and it turned out that they were. And after those first 2, well, everything just seems to go great for me. And I only needed a second place to win it in the last race, so I didn't do anything silly. I just sat there and in second place and crossed the line.
Fantastic, Pete. Now let's meet a very special guest coming. Angela, fiancée, and very happy. Turn around and face the camera, and right, we've got you now in front of all the people. What about this wedding date?
Well, it's in November, and that's as much as we're saying.
Angela, how do you feel?
Oh, can't believe it.
Can't believe it. Anyway, well done, Peter. Angela, we'll look forward to that wedding date. And I think we've now got best clips. Stay here, don't go away. Let's play Happy Families, because we've got Malcolm Simmons and his wife Sandra. Malcolm, #2, can't be too bad.
Oh, it's nearly what I wanted, not far off, is it? You know, I'm very happy with this.
But just a little bit sticky earlier on, perhaps.
Yeah.
Just a couple of vital points you dropped.
Nerves, I think. Maybe. Probably.
Sandra, how do you feel now?
Oh, just great.
Well, I think we're going to drink Katowice dry tonight, lads. Very well done. Peter Collins, world champion. Malcolm Simmons, world #2. A fantastic day for English Speedway.